What's up, Jolinator Club? Alright, so once again, this is a Marvel review, so I got my Marvel poster behind me. Today I'm here continuing my Spider-Man reviews with The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man, when I first heard about this, I first saw the trailer for this back when I first saw Captain America the First Avenger, and when I first saw it, I was like, what is that? Because at the time, I was so excited to see a Spider-Man 4, and, wondering what was going to happen next. Eventually, I heard that Spider-Man 4 was canceled when I looked this movie up, and this was going to be a reboot and a retelling of Spider-Man's origin story and that whole thing. Okay, so at this point, I don't need to tell you the origin story of Spider-Man. Peter Parker gets bitten by a spider, and, then he becomes Spider-Man. That's basically all you need to know. And the thing is, this movie, I've heard such mixed reviews about it. It's a Spider-Man movie. I mean, Peter Parker's going to be a dorky kid in school, he gets picked on, he gets bitten by a spider, and then he becomes Spider-Man. Just to let you know, I will give away some spoilers, but I won't give away too much. Even though this is a reboot, I feel like what's important with reboots is that the characters are relatable and that they have layers to them, and I think this movie excelled perfectly at that. So, let's get to the casting. Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I did not know anything about Andrew Garfield before I saw this movie. I hadn't seen anything that he had been in. The only things that I've seen him in are the two Amazing Spider-Man films and Hacksaw Ridge. He basically made the character of Peter Parker and Spider-Man his own. He did a good job. I thought that he and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy were really good together. They were a cute couple, and you can buy the fact that he has a crush on her, but she's nerdy enough to be interested in him as well. Peter Parker this is a different Peter Parker than the one we know and love, and that is one of the things that I enjoyed in this movie. It's the fact that it's a different take on the source material, and I personally like the changes that they made to Peter Parker as a character. Aunt May and Uncle Ben in this movie are played by Martin Sheen and Sally Fields. Now, Martin Sheen is very good as Uncle Ben, and I like the relationship between Peter Parker and his aunt and uncle, and they were really cool. And Sally Fields I thought was okay as Aunt May. She wasn't my favorite Aunt May. I prefer Rosemary Harris in the other Sam Raimi movies. But I will say this thing. The one performance that I think, well, not so much the performance, but the character in general was the Lizard. The Lizard in this movie is the villain. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the Lizard is a scientist named Dr. Kirk Connors, and he doesn't have an arm, and so what he does is he splices animal DNA with human DNA, and he does it with a lizard, and then he turns into this giant mutant lizard that wants to turn all of New York City into lizard creatures. This is honestly my least favorite villain in any of the Spider-Man movies, because his plan is just so stupid, and I just didn't care for it at all. I should probably mention another thing that I didn't care about as far as the Lizard is concerned, and that is the fact that they didn't really develop Dr. Connors' character to a whole lot. If anything, I felt like they should have had some scenes with him and maybe his son, or some scenes with him and his wife, and, have his character developed a little bit more and give him more reason to want to become the Lizard. But in the end, guys, I really enjoyed this movie, and I like the fact that Spider-Man has web shooters in this movie because the other movies didn't have web shooters, so that was pretty cool. I do like that one scene where Spider-Man takes out that car thief and he sprays webbing all over him, even on his nuts. That was actually kind of funny. I was laughing on the floor every time I watched that scene. It's so funny, and I really like it. The Amazing Spider-Man, not my favorite Spider-Man, but I still like it, and I'm going to say that The Amazing Spider-Man is a movie that would be pretty nice at full price. Okay, guys, so post your comments below. I want to know, what were your thoughts of The Amazing Spider-Man? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Again, these are going to be your opinions, guys. Please understand that this is my opinion. Yours can be different. Neither one of us are wrong. Regardless, post your comments below. You guys are the best. And as always, thank you all for watching. And if you like this, like, comment, favorite, hit that subscribe button, and join the Jolinator Club. Chest bump.